Alright. We are ready to get going. We are on top of things. Hi there. How are you doing? It is good to be back on the air. And time to get started with our 400 signs. I completely forgot we had that. What is up with these messages at the last second? There we go. Okay. There. Silence. Okay. So, I installed a couple of extra mods since we last spoke. I'm gonna see if we can find them here. There's the ground workshops. No. Okay, they are not displayed here. That's gonna be interesting. Can I configure visible? Are there different ones? No. Okay, one should have been the nerfing of control wheels. You know what? Let's give that a try right away. One is that control wheels should now be nerfed, and we're going to need RCS to get things done. It is called, mysteriously enough, RCS, mandatory RCS. So I'm very excited about that one. Oh yes, that reminds me, must fly by debris. Let's terminate that. I tested out whether it would work by setting up this thing that we made before on the runway, but of course there's no need to be flying that right now. It does help us illustrate one other thing that I had installed. So the control wheels I want to look at in a moment. Two other things that I had installed. I chose to put cameras in this baby just to check how that worked, and that does seem to work, although I still haven't figured out how to tell what the up in a camera is. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But where did I put that thing? Engine igniter I don't have. That's an interesting mod, but I'm hesitant to install it just yet. What the engine igniter does, I've looked it up, is it limits the ignitions you have on an engine, just as in a lot of real rockets. You can't just burn it, stop it, burn it, stop it, burn it, stop it. You have limited ignition. You can ignite it and then it burns, and that's it. But that one I hadn't installed yet. What I have installed is a vessel view, so that now in the actual IVA, you can get a vessel view that'll tell you about, you know, the fuel status and just the stats of the vessel in general. That's pretty cool. And the docking port alignment indicator, again, so that we could use this maybe in IVA, but that is more a question of maybe I'll do a full IVA mission. I'd be interested in it. So what I want to do is load up an ongoing mission to test out. Hi there, Raiden. Good to see you. To test out carbon polar, our case of not being able to... Oh, let's try this one. Our thing of not being able to rotate without using RCS. This mandatory RCS mod, if I am correct, should really nerf the ability. Whoa, that is not the intention. Yeah, perfect. Have a look at the lower left. On the lower left, you can see me moving to the left and right, trying to roll, pitching up and down. But as you can see, that thing is no longer automatically easily rotating. And that is the mandatory RCS. Now, if we want to rotate in space, we will need to have RCS. This thing, I believe, also no longer has reaction wheel control panels. So this is exactly the way I wanted it. Excellent. So that is good to know that that is now working. So how are you doing, Vaden? Good weekend already? And another thing that I've done is I've installed an extra mod made for planetary bases. Now, we had the colonization mod before, MKS. And that's cool, it gives you a lot of options, but one thing that I disliked, and let me see if I can find an example, is that they were still round bases. Now, I was watching some Kerbal streams, and I found... There we go. I found this really cool mod that has half bases. So basically a flat end and a curved end, so that you can land things which actually fit and lower onto the surface of something. I thought that was really cool, and as well, this integrates with Kerbalism. As you can see, it has the scrubber, the comfort things, and so on, which means that the greenhouse that is included in that base building also works for Kerbalism. It does what Kerbalism needs it to do. So I was very interested in trying out that mod and having that. And of course, let's see, last time we started buying into this flight control. But here's the thing, we need this, the Rapier engine, if we're gonna make it to space in a space shuttle. So that is 550 science that we need to spend in order to make a space shuttle. And even then, we need 300 more to get the relevant parts. You doing okay? You taking it easy? That sounds good. So, we have a bunch of science that we need to do. One involves building that orbital station, of course. That is the station that didn't have antenna. This is an ongoing one, if I recall correctly. Oh. Sure, we can do a little fly to Kerbal, that's fine. We explore Minimus. Oh yes, we need to do a flyby. Return to Kerbal from orbit of Minimus. That's what I did wrong with the previous one. It was on a hyperbolic orbit, but I think when they say orbit, they want an actual circular orbit. So it's up on Minimus, that was a later thing, this was ongoing. Now these specific satellites for the Mun, we could do that. This is an ongoing subsat post, that's later. And this one we could work on. But I believe we still had a failing Minimus flyby. Oh, that one is still happening. Okay, we can still do that. Yeah, we'd still need a different thing to go to the sun. So, to do that sun mission. Got a new vacuum cleaner today. Your old one is like 10 years old. Wow, what a difference. I know, right? I bought a new one a while back as well, and vacuum cleaner technology has moved on. Okay, we need this baby to be on the other side of the world. That is a distance. You know what I think we should do for that? Firstly, we double check what it is that we need. Pressure readings. I think what we should do is adjust our latest jet, the X5 Predator. For one, let's see if I can rotate this camera. Because we know that this one's upside down. Again, no markings, no indication. I'm assuming that this is the right way up. How could you tell there's... I just see 0 markings. I just don't get it. Let's get the FOV marker up. And let's turn this rear one. Let's turn it off as well. Let's see. We can land that baby safely so far. We have our ejection module. Okay. We have liquid fuel and oxidizer. What does this use? These Whiplash turbo ramjet engines use intake air and liquid fuel. Where's my air intake? Oh, right, that's these things. Good. So, this bicoupler gets both liquid fuel and oxidizer. I was hoping... Oh! This is one of those bases components that I was talking about. This is the new colonization mod that I had installed, which is cool because, as you can see, it has a flat bottom, making it a perfect fit on the ground. I was very much looking forward to that. Okay, so here's an issue then. We need more fuel in this baby. Which means... Oh, that's a weird movement. Let's see. I should probably replace this. Oh, really? I had all the gear attached to that thing? Okay, let's just remove that. We should probably attach something like this. Give it twice as much room to maneuver, and we remove all the oxidizer because we don't need it. Now, center weight, center of lift is still fine. Let's change the landing gear. I'm thinking, is it time for medium already? I doubt it is. I'm thinking we could still go for small. Let's get one in the front. And we'll need two relatively far behind to make sure this thing doesn't crash. Here's the problem though. It's really behind that center of mass, which means it's going to be hard for this thing to take off. There we go. That might be an issue, so it might be worthwhile to add canards to the front of this thing. Let's talk about you're going to try and finish your Skyrim setup. Ah, I thought you already had your Skyrim setup done. What? Oh, that is cool. Did you know that Huthor is actually currently playing Skyrim heavily modded? Ah, there we go. Canards. Here's the issue though. As you can see, it significantly changes my center of lift. And here's the issue. Right now, this thing will become unstable with less liquid fuel. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh hey, I forgot about that. That is the RCS Building Aid, another mod I installed. We'll have to check that later, but as you can see, it'll help us understand what effect the RCS will have, of which I am very happy. Parachutes apparently will give it extra lift in that direction, as you can see. I don't know what the red lift is yet. But let's remove that for now. That is not what we're dealing with. Let's see. What am I... Let's just try this. The X55A. We have two of our Kerbals there. We needed to take pressure readings? Pressure readings. So, still noticing a little bit of that weird slowdown every now and then. So, let's just see. You have 120 mods prepared, 20 downloaded, and 10 left to fetch from the internet. After that, you have to enable them one by one. Oy, oy, oy. That's why I'm really happy with Kerbal in the comprehensive Kerbal CCAN archive network. The mod depository for Kerbal. 3, 2, 1, engage. That basically does all the work for you. All you need to do is click in a list of mods and go, yeah, like that one, I want that one, I want that one, and then the mod does everything. See, it doesn't have the lift to go up. Ooh, whoa, there we go, there we go. Those slowdowns, they are really annoying. Let's see, I want to know how long we can burn this. Full 6 minutes. Which is very bad news. Considering we want to go to a place that is currently taking me an hour to reach because I turned exactly the wrong way. The comprehensive Kerbal archive network package manager. Exactly. Yeah, so I did remember that correctly. Where on earth is that? I literally, my word, I literally made the worst turn I could. I just need to turn to the right. Apparently? Wait, what? It is not showing me where I need to go. Not it. Wait, say what? I'm starting to think I just need to go to a 90-degree angle. But again, this thing will only fly for, as you can see, 10 minutes or so. So I'm not convinced that this is actually the best way to go about it. There we go, 90 degrees. So it still takes us an hour to go by this route. Oh, there we go. We can vaguely see that. Do you see that over there? Very vaguely. So yeah, that's the problem. It is literally on the other side of the planet. That we currently do not have the ability to easily get to. Well, I mean, obviously we can fire a rocket, but that will just not do the trick for us. You know what though? Let's see how well we can do if I point this thing up. Actually, what I'd like to do is try and land this baby. I mean, we've tried a whole lot already with this thing, and last time we landed it, we had to deploy the parachutes, so why not try and land this normally? So I think doing this flying mission, that's maybe something we're just gonna have to wait with. There we go, there's our target. Man, those weird little lags are back. Okay, I am speeding up because I want to make sure that this falling down thing is currently not going to be that much of a problem. Which, whoa, oh god, which it might very well become. Oh god, nope, okay, let's fire this baby up stronger. This thing is very maneuverable, and that is a bit of a problem. Okay, come on, point up. Given all she's got. Well, look, I'm just gonna need a little bit more. This thing has a pile of lift, but it is not okay yet. Also, our angle's a little bit off. This is good lessons for future shuttle missions, you know, for future shuttle designs. So right now, this thing can actually, it is too maneuverable, I'd even say. Oh god, particularly the rolls. Rolls need to be seriously cut down on. Oh god. We're coming in way too steep. Way too steep. Way too steep. Way too steep. This thing will crash if we don't pull it up. Okay, there we go. Pull it up. Pull that baby up. Why are the rolls so strong? Okay. Come on. Pull up. Oh god, this is most definitely going to be very risky. Because we are not hitting that landing. Actually, abort! Okay, we landed the actual thing, but at the same time, we saved the lives of these Kerbals. I am so happy that we actually got to safely test the ejection pods. Oh god. That could have been real bad. See, that little break right there. No, not the line, but the little breaking graphics. That is the weird thing. There it was again. I don't know what it is. Whew. Okay, we're good. That was the rental cover of Terminal Velocity with Charlie Sheen. Nice. Recover. Thank you. Recover, please. Thank you. Okay. So, we were gonna make a new lander, but you know what? I think I want to warp to the return of Kerbal. So we're gonna jump to this ship. We're gonna warp out and finish that one first. Because that gets us to that mission that we're going to do. Can I? Oh, we cannot do that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the tracking station because he's too low in orbit to do that properly. So we're gonna. Can I warp 2? Set vessel active. Jump to ship. No. Full warp. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna fast forward this baby. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wait, what? Oh god, a parachute failed on the carrot? It is gone for good? That is bad news if one of the carrot's parachutes failed. Hey there, Maffy. Good to see you again. How are you doing? As you can see, we are getting some interesting stuff. Oh. Ah, put a Kerbal in orbit has been done. Perfect. 30 signs, 125,000.